This is no longer just a natural disaster. It is an economic shock. A catastrophic flash flood has ripped through Nepal, as I mentioned, leaving a trail of destruction across some of the country's most critical infrastructure. The government's preliminary estimate puts infrastructure damage at more than 200 billion rupees. That's about $1.3 billion. At least 80 bridges, 35 concrete and 45 suspension bridges have been swept away. A 40-kilometer stretch of road from Betravati to Rasuvagadi has been completely washed away, severing a vital link to the Nepal-China border. Now, the customs point has also been destroyed. While the immediate focus remains on rescue and recovery, the scale of physical destruction points to a much longer and costlier rebuilding effort. The flood has struck at two of Nepal's most important economic lifelines, trade and energy. And Rasuvagadi is a crucial gateway for Nepal-China commerce, and the destruction comes just ahead of major festivals when imports typically rise. Business groups estimate 500 to 700 vehicles, including electric vehicles, which were swept away. More than 200 cargo trucks are also believed to have been lost. The energy sector has suffered a major blow as well. Around 430 megawatts of power capacity has been affected, accounting for more than 12% of Nepal's installed hydropower capacity. For a country that relies heavily on hydropower, the damage could have consequences well beyond the flood-hit region. The timing is particularly damaging because hydropower has become one of Nepal's biggest economic opportunities in the last financial year. Nepal exported nearly 3.88 billion kilowatt hours of electricity to India and Bangladesh, and those exports generated 29.3 billion rupees in revenue, with volumes jumping nearly 63% year on year. But damaged power plants, substations and transmission lines now threaten that momentum, and the economic fallout does not stop at electricity. The destruction of roads and border infrastructure could disrupt trade, tourism, construction and supply chains across the Himalayan region. For Nepal, the challenge now is twofold: rescue those still missing and restore basic connectivity. But rebuilding the country's damaged economic infrastructure could take far longer and cost far more than the initial flood damage estimate suggests. The cost of floods in 2024 is estimated at around $6 billion. All right, to get an understanding of what Nepal is dealing with at this point, Sanjeev Foyal, fact-checker, editor at News Checker, and former online editor for the Kathmandu Post, joining me live on the broadcast. Sanjeev, thanks so much for making time. These visuals are devastating, Sanjeev. I'll toss it over to you. Please give us a sense of what Nepal is dealing with. What's the scale of the damage caused before we move further?
Yes, actually the damage is like beyond imagination right now, as we can see on the visuals that are emerging on the internet, all across the internet. Actually, right now, according to the latest data provided by the government, the death toll from Wednesday's flash floods has reached 289, with hundreds of others, including foreign tourists, still out of contact as of this afternoon, 2 p.m. And around 826 people are still unaccounted for, according to the data available. And the Prime Minister, Prime Minister and the Prime Minister visited. Prime Minister Balendra Shah visited Bidu municipality in Nuwakot district this morning, and he took to take stock of the situation. And along with him, Infrastructure Minister Sunil Lamsal also, he was accompanied by him, and he's still there, though according to reports, Prime Minister Balendra Shah has returned, but Minister Lamsal is still there. Yeah, this and the rescue operation is continuing.
Yeah, I wanted to come
Nepal
in
Army
there.
personnel.
Yeah, Sanjeev, the rescue operations, that's essentially what I also wanted to understand from you. Where do those stand? What kind of machinery is being used? Because just these visuals, they're devastating to watch. The debris that it would have caused, the infrastructure loss, the loss of lives, most importantly, the areas which have been affected, there is, I would assume, internet connectivity loss as well. Give us a sense of how these rescue operations are being carried out.
Yeah, actually, definitely. Now it is not possible for any vehicles because all the roads have been damaged. Because all the roads were built along the rivers that was flooded yesterday. So the places are not accessible by any vehicle. So the rescue operation is being carried out by Nepal Army personnel helicopters. At least 5 helicopters by Nepal Army personnel have been mobilized, and even private sector helicopters are also being mobilized. At least like 5 helicopters from belonging to Nepal Army are carrying out this rescue operation in Rosua and Nuwapur districts.
Sanjeev,
And around
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and at least around 2,000 Nepal Army personnel and armed police force personnels and Nepal police personnels are also being mobilized in the rescue operations.
Sanjeev, we'll reconnect and to get a sense of, how these rescue operations are going to be playing out at this point. There are people that have been unaccounted for at this point. That figure is nearly touching 1,000 at this point. That's what some reports are also suggesting. Our condolences, Sanjeev. Let's hope this. We can just hope for the best at this point. We'll reconnect for more.
Okay, thank you.